Hi, ho, he, ya. Good evening to you football fans from London, England. Or is it good morning, wherever you are around the world, whatever time it is? Or is it good afternoon? Likewise, this is your host, your guy himself, the one and only truly. Here I am, DLG Reppin. Delhi, London, Guna, Romeo, Echo, Papa, Indigo, November. Well, this is Arsenal season review in a nutshell. That's what I'll call it. Nothing directly exciting. Yeah? Well, according to Stan Kroenke. But one thing I will say, I'm going to be brutally honest. As honest as possible. Now, does anyone think Arsenal are going to do better than 8th next season? Drop it in the comment section below. I would love to hear it. Smash the thumbs up like button. Smash the share button virally all over the world. Make sure your friends and your relatives get hold of it. And smash that mother frigging subscribe button left, right and center. Push me up to 1,000 and then I'm going beyond 1,000. And I'll tell you what my next target is. Yeah, smash that subscribe button all over, yeah. Make sure you encourage your friends and your relatives to smash that subscribe button. By doing that, I can consistently continue my beautiful work on this platform. And that's running the football channel. So, this season has been a complete joke. Our expectations is lowering. I don't know where we go from here, and the future does not excite me. It does not fill me with optimism, not at all, nowhere near optimism. When I look at the owner, I'm going to talk about the owner first. He's a man who does not care. He's not put a single penny of his own money into the club. He even stated how many years ago, I've bought this club not to win. I've bought this club to make money. It's a business to me. He even stated that fans are not fans. I call them customers. You clown. You fool. That's aimed at you, Stan Kroenke, the owner. That's why we are protesting to get you out of the club. And I'll tell you something. We Arsenal fans should not stop because the season has stopped. No, we Arsenal fans need to get together and continue this protest. Continue this protest as hard as possible. Because this shouldn't stop. This shouldn't stop at all. Now that it's going to be quiet on the domestic front, it does not stop any Arsenal fan or us fans protesting until we get our Arsenal back. The club that we fell in love with. And I'll tell you something about the club. Because of you, kids are not going to want to support Arsenal. Yes, they don't understand the glory times. Those kids that are supporting Arsenal of today. Let's be real. They're rich parents who buy the jerseys, buy the merchandise in that armory. If it was down to me, that armory will be locked up until you go. Every armory, the one at the main entrance of the stadium to the one at the back near Arsenal Station and the one down Finsbury Park. The problem is we still get people coming in. And I understand people from around the world who support Arsenal. But I'm sorry, There is a problem. Kroenke, you are the problem. You are the curse of our club. It's a simple fact. Your son, Josh Kroenke, he turns up v Brighton, what, 2 weeks ago, last week? Unannounced. That's just typical of you Kroenkes. You're not wanted. We've had a poor transfer window last summer, and I'm not optimistic that it will get any better. If the truth be told, this could get worse. It will get worse unless you prove us wrong. You employed a novice, a cone man in Mikel Arteta. This is just wrong. Our results in the league: 13 defeats, beaten by Burnley. Burnley haven't beaten Arsenal in a league match away from home for 3-4 decades, and they do it in the most dramatic, in their most dramatic fashion. Dream to see a world-class player in Aubameyang scoring that own goal. I mean, Liverpool fixture, outclassed at the Emirates, outdone, and I can't fault Liverpool on the day because they were better than us. We beat Chelsea twice. And let me tell you about beating Chelsea twice. It means diddly squats because they've gone on to become European champions. Now there's this section, maybe this small section of Arsenal fans who have got it in their heads that they are bigger than us. Like Lee Gunnar Bang has come out and said that Chelsea are now the third biggest club in the country. Now, I've got a lot of time and love for Lee Gunnar Bang. Met him as a person at Selhurst Park about 4, maybe 5 seasons ago when we won 3-2. Alexis Sanchez show. That game, I met him outside of the Arthur Waite stand. But I don't know, you know what, Lee Gunnar Bang, I can't say that they are bigger, but I'll definitely say 100% they're better than us. 17 trophies in 17 years, I'll say they're a hell of a lot better than us. We are behind Chelsea in terms of squad depth, the quality of players. We are behind. And our expectation of is to finish or compete for the top 4. We couldn't compete for the top 7. We were competing in mid-table for the majority of the season. Oh, get out of here. Anyone who thinks that this team, managed by a novice, employed by clowns of directors, is going to compete for the top 4 next season, you're beyond deluded. You're more stupid than I would ever believe. It's a decline of what we used to be. I grew up watching Vieira, Gilberto, Adams, Bold, Winterburn, Overmars, Dixon, Loren, Parla, Edu, Henri Bergkamp, Wiltor, Canu. And in the last 10, 15 years maybe, I can't name you one Arsenal player that will get into that first team of 2003-04. Not even Alexis Sanchez comes as... Maybe he comes as closer to getting into that team. But for me, I will say this about Alexis Sanchez. He was the best footballer ever to play at the Emirates. And I'm going to come on to the board of directors. Negotiations. It's dreadful. Crap. Utter crap. seriously, utterly crap. I just don't know what makes you think that these players are worth this amount of money when the going rate tells you they're worth that amount of money. Bazuma. It wouldn't surprise me if we bid under fucking, excuse my language, it wouldn't surprise me if we bid under flipping 25 mil for him. And the valuation is 30 to 40 million. And that includes his agent fees. Oh, and his wages. Just to bring in a quality number 8 who can compromise Thomas Partey. Because let's face it, Thomas Partey, a defensive midfielder, just a competitive midfield bully destroyer as I like him. But we're not getting the best out of him. And this is where I'm going to come on to the manager later on. If you're just tuning in, smash the thumbs up like button. Smash my share button for me as well, yeah? Left, right and centre. Make sure it goes out virally. And I'm asking you to spread the word, the love to your friends and your relatives. Smash my comment, flood my comment section with your opinions, your thoughts. Tell me if I'm being reactionary or you agree. And subscribe to the channel. That's myself, DLG Reppin, please. Thank you. So, as I was saying, the board of directors, Vinay Venkatesham. I don't know who's the worst one that we've had. We've had Ivan Gonzalez, fraud. Vinay Venkatesham, another fraud. It doesn't look like he has a knowledge of football. You know, any knowledge of football. You got your money, and as long as you're counting your money, you don't give a toss. You just don't give a damn about my football club. Not one of you in the boardroom has the same emotion and passion like I do. Not one of you. That's what makes me so angry being an Arsenal supporter right now. And you know what? I'm going to say this live on air. The likes of you lot and Kroenke are the reasons why I will not buy another Arsenal. I will not spend any money in that armoury until I know you board of directors and Stan Kroenke are extinct. Yes, I will repeat it again. Extinct. You don't deserve to be paid up. You don't deserve to be made rich. These frigging idiots that are making you rich, spending 200, 400, 600 quid on Arsenal merchandise. You'll get... Oh, come on to the fans later on. You guys are brainwashing fans, messing with their emotion, pulling off PR stunts. You guys have no shame. Dick Law, if you're still there, or Dick Poor, get out. Ken Liar Fryer, get out. 2 words for you guys. The rest of you dinosaurs who are still present at the board, just get out. And Stan Kroenke, I've got a message for you. Just sell up. Get out. Sell up to a man who knows more about football and Arsenal than you'll ever know in your life. Josh Kroenke, you're the son of Stan Kroenke. Forget it. Just get out. Seriously. Get out of our club. We care. Yes. You guys, do you care? Hell no. Get out. Right, I'm going to go into the manager. Mikel Arteta. When you was approached by Harshrami and Vinay Venkatesham about the Arsenal job, you were still you were prepared to stop being a cone boy. I get that. Or a bib man. I get that. You said yes to the Arsenal job. And look at you now. In your first interview, you spoke about how you were prepared to sit at Everton, observe how well we closed the ball down and how well we perform off the ball. I remember those words from your first press conference. Well, I don't see that Arsenal team in over 18 months you've had the job. I don't see that Arsenal team performing off the ball, defending the way you thought, defending the way you visioned that how we would defend. The football has been so diarrhea. It is basically just shocking to watch. And you have kept your job. Now, a top elite manager is out there. His name's Antonio Conte. Now, if we had any ambition as a big club, we go up to him and offer him the money. Assure him he will have funds available to strengthen the squad the way he would want to strengthen the squad to get us the results. The way he would want us to be up there in the top end of the table competing for European places. And speaking of Europe, we're not there. We're not in Europe for the first time in 25 years under your stewardship, under the stewardship of the board of directors and not forgetting Stan Kroenke. You, Mikel Arteta, should have said no to the job. You should have said no, because right now, there is no other big club on earth that will touch you with a 10-foot barge pole. No, a 10-foot bent barge pole. Especially if you stop managing Arsenal through being sacked or you resigning. You're not ready to be a good manager as yet. You're a good manager for tomorrow, but not now. I get the impression that you don't get the respect of your senior players. I can understand why. You've won the FA Cup. Whoopie-doo. You've won a Community Shield. But you never built on it. At the beginning of the season, you went with a back three. That's why we were not at our offensive best. Pepe. Let me get onto you hard. Pepe scores these goals. What's going to happen next season when he's super fit? He starts on the bench. Certain players you have handled appallingly. William Saliba. What a frigging stupid decision. How can you tell me that he is not better than Pablo Mari? Not better than Holding? Not better than Lewis? Are you okay up there? This man's smashing it in Ligue 1 like last season and this season, and he's not worthy of an opportunity. But yet, Eddie Nketiah gets opportunities after opportunities after opportunities, and he fails to deliver for what he is supposed to be, a striker. A striker's judged by goals. Mainly goals. All right. Assist comes with it. And the link-up play and holding up the ball, that comes with it. But he's mainly judged on scoring goals. He hasn't scored... How many? He hasn't scored no more than 5 goals this season. He is fortunate to be an Arsenal striker. And if you have tied down, if you amongst the party, amongst that group of, if you and Edu have tied down Folarin Balogun for another 4 years, he deserves these opportunity to show us what he is capable of and what he really is all about. That boy is a goal scorer. He loves scoring goals and he will score goals and he gets into the right movement. But the team is so unbalanced, we're not getting the best out of certain players. Thomas Partey, he left Atletico Madrid, who went on to win La Liga, to come to Arsenal to finish 8th. I'll tell you why we've finished 8th. Thomas Partey's performances has been below par. And it's only been below par is due to the fact that the system you implement does not suit him to the best of his capability. Atletico Madrid had a system for him where he thrived every other week consistently. Signs for Arsenal, starts games. He's either been injured more times than he thought he would ever be injured in his professional footballing career. And he ends up producing below par performances because his system has not benefited him. Perfect example, Villarreal. Excuse me, I'm getting a drink of water. Villarreal. He struggled in the 4-1 formation. He was the tip. He was the tip in front of that back four. He struggled. He gets done. We've got no midfield to protect the back four. What the? Seriously, Mikel Arteta, you have proven that you're out of your depth. Aubameyang, the only Arsenal striker that was going to score that night. He hits the post and you take him off 25, 30 seconds later. What was your thinking? You cost us a place in the Europa League final. Now, I'm not saying that we would have gone on to win it, but you cost us a place in Gdansk. You're never going to be forgiven for that. Managers get the sack for less in the lower leagues, especially. You have not got my appreciation or my trust. The quicker you decide to resign, the better, or you should be sacked. But one thing I will praise Arsenal for, well, should I praise them? One thing I know is Arsenal have got a new director of football. He goes by the name of Garlic. And reading the reports or the little stories is that he's pushing for transfers, and that is, that's a plus. He's only been there a short period of time, so I'm prepared to give him as much time as possible. Well, to an extent. I'll give him time. I'll be as patient as possible. That's one thing about me. Right, the players. Enough about Mikel Arteta. Let's get on to the players. But Bukayo Saka and Emile Smith-Rowe, Martinelli in places, he shined. But Bukayo Saka has been carrying the club all season. Is it any wonder he's so tired? He's been carrying senior players, i.e. Aubameyang, i.e. Lacazette, i.e. Pepe, i.e. Partey, even. He's even had to carry Bellerin. He's carried players all over his back. He's carried the club on his back. Why should that pressure fall on a 19-year-old? Because you senior players do not like their manager and you want to try and get him the sack. That's freaking unprofessional. Just do your jobs. You get paid all this money. And speaking of being paid money, Aubameyang, £375,000 a week. Yeah? You sweet up your agent. nicely. You sweet up your bank balance nicely. I get that. But you have not performed to your capability. Yes, you've had very little creativity from the midfield or width from wingers, but you have not performed to your true capability. You've been poor. It's the poorest you've been since you signed from us. But I'll give you your props. You have carried this club for 2 seasons. Otherwise, if not relegation, we would have been near relegation if not for your goals the following season. Being real about it. It's just not been good enough. Defensively, we've been a shambles yet again. Aston Villa game, how shambolic we were defensively. Players that are not good enough surely have to be sold. Now, I'm hearing reports Granit Xhaka is in advanced talks with Roma. Let's hope by tomorrow it is announced that Granit Xhaka has signed and been sold by Arsenal for 20 odd million. When we bought him for 35 million or 34 million when Kante would have cost us 4 million less. But yet, someone didn't want to pay the agent fees that was commanded. Club lacks ambition. That just shows you the lack of ambition. It's proven it from the last 15, 16 years. And that's from when we last won the league title. Former players have come out and criticised us, and rightfully so. And it's 3 former players that have come out and spoken about the Daniel Ek bid. Now, I would like to say, if you're watching Mr. Daniel Ek, or if you're listening, you might not be watching, you might not be listening, let alone watching, but I will say this: keep going. Do not give up. And we will do our part as fans to protest Kroenke leaving this club. And Arsenal fans, I'm coming on to you in a bit. After I finish with the players, I feel that there is good young talent at the club. Now, I would like to see another quality right back. Let's get rid of Bellerin. Let's get as much money as we can get for him. Let's get a backup left back for Tierney, someone who's going to push Tierney to the limits. Let's get that combative number 8 midfield player. If it's Bazuma, I'll be happy to have him. And possibly let's get ourselves a striker for the next 10, 13 years possible. That's all I ask. And as fans, we deserve to know how much we've got to spend in the transfer budget. Or should I say in the summer transfer budget. We need to know. We need clarity. And we know that Stan Kroenke has said that he's not going anywhere. Well, he's going to face more barrage of abuse. I'll tell you something. He's out there in America in his yacht, living his life. But the protests should carry on. And this is where I come on to the fans. The Arsenal fans. We need to protest. I'm prepared to call a friend or 2 of mine and start off a little protest and make sure it grows bigger. Because at the end of the day, I want our fans to encourage fellow Arsenal fans not to purchase any merchandising in the club shop, because the money is going towards the greedy bastards, meaning the board of directors and the main one, Stan Kroenke. Why should we continue? Why should we continue to purchase anything from the club? I'm prepared to go all out, but I can't do it alone. I need help. And if you want to respond to that, my comment section is there for you, yeah? Flood it in, yeah? Any ideas about launching protests during pre-season, I don't care. Even if the Euros are on, I don't care. We need to get our club back ASAP before it's far too late. And I mean far too late. Let's do this. And as for the fan base, we've got to stop thinking these average players can take us forward when they can't. Granit Xhaka, for example, he plays a worldie of a 60-yard straight pass, and that is beautiful. The likes of Scholes and Gerrard will be proud of that. No. He's just unmobile. He has not got nothing in his locker. He's not a number 8. He's a poor number 8. Very poor number 8. Or whatever he's meant to be. He is so incompetent. Beyond belief. Yes, it's been said that we've not got into the Champions League with him in the team, but it's not just him. You got Holding, you've got Mustafi. You had Mustafi, you had the Socrates. But I'm not going to mention. I shouldn't mention their names because they're not at the club. Holding, he's not a player that will get into him. Xhaka, Bellerin, they want to get into West Ham's first 11. They want to get into Leicester's first 11. Let's be real. They want to get into Everton's first 11. They wouldn't be good enough to get into Palace's first 11. So what the hell are they doing playing for Arsenal? Even captaining this club. No, not good enough. I think this club needs to be scrapped. I think this club needs to be scrapped. You know, being lied to. We moved over 5 minutes or less, from Highbury to the Emirates, and be told that we'll compete with Bayern Munich and Barcelona. We could have competed with their academies, not this team. Under the manager we have right now, and the board of directors, well, they don't give a damn. It's time to make a decision on Mikel Arteta. Me personally, that's what I think. If we're going to move forward, in fact, there's bigger problems than making the decision on Mikel Arteta. It's time to get this parasite out of our club for once and for all. His name's Stan Kroenke. Yeah. That. See you next Tuesday with a capital C. And I mean those words with capital letters. It's time to get him out. The longer we allow him to, remain in ownership of this club, the decline will get deeper. And the embarrassment. I mean, what do we say to Chelsea fans who are going to stress and state that they're the biggest club in London? And London is blue right now. It is what it is. London is blue. They are banging in trophies. 17 trophies in 17 years. Abramovich, like him or loathe him, he is a proper owner. Ambitious. There is no sentiment for superstars, ex-management. He doesn't have any affiliation with them. His job is to sack a man who does not meet the criteria of that club. That's an example I want at Arsenal. Not the example of, all right, we finished 8th. we can come better next time. We still support Mikel Arteta. Oh, don't worry, here's 30 million, here's 40 million. Get us to the top 4. Unrealistic target. You can't spend 30, 40 million to get us. Come on. It's a joke. And so is our ambition as a football club. A joke. Right. What can I say? Not a lot to end this channel. Well, not to end this channel. To end this video. Not a lot I can say. All I want to say is, look. At least fans will be back at the ground next season. But from an Arsenal Football Club point of view, our fans should stay away from the stadium. Stay away and keep protesting. In fact, why should we wait to the first game of the season to protest when we can do it right now? Let's keep it going every other day. Those that are free and available and not committed to their... some are going to be committed to work, but those that are free, who can, make it from work or have their days off at work. If you've got days off at work, come protest. But again, flood the ideas and let's make a suggestion. It's time to make a difference now. It's time to make a big change for Arsenal for the better. To put smiles on their faces, put smiles on Arsenal fans' faces. Not only that, make Arsenal Football Club proud again. Because enough is enough. And we have got to tackle what's at the top. We start off with Kroenke and then we go against the board of directors. Edu, disappointed in you. I am hugely disappointed in you. You've got away with being questioned, I thought you had more still about you bringing in an ambitious manager. I can't even trust you right now to bring in the right man to manage our team. Mikel Arteta's out of his depth. And I say that knowing that he's going to be a great manager for tomorrow, but not now. And you have employed this guy. Well, you're part of the group that employed this guy. And I know you are not one. I know you never went to his house in person. I know that was Vinay and Ravmi. Or Rafmi, however you pronounce his name. Thank God Rafmi has gone. We need more gone. And thank God that Raul Sanlehi resigned or he was sacked. Either way, he'll never be seen again. He'll never be forgiven for his part in the Pepe deal. Anyway, I'm going to end this right now and say, ladies and gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, it's nearly 40 minutes long. However, I want to say thank you for listening. Thank you if you were watching. Thank you if you were tuning in. And as always, saving the best to last. And the biggest respect for you, all you football fans out there. Thank you for always putting up with me. I know I've gone on a bit, but smash the thumbs up like button, the share button, share it out to your relatives and friends. Again, any ideas about carry on this protest amongst us Arsenal fans outside the stadium, flood it in the comment section below. Smash the subscribe button all over, please. Left, right and centre. It will really be appreciating. Thank you. I'm out of here. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your loved ones. Take care of your friends. Be good as always. Stay safe. And let's make Arsenal proud again. Be nice.